Imagine this. You stop at a convenience store before heading to the airport. You grab a bottle of water for about $1. No big deal. 20 minutes later, you've passed through security, found your gate, and suddenly that exact same bottle is sitting on a shelf with a price tag of $6. The bottle didn't get bigger. The water didn't become healthier. So what exactly happened? At first, it feels like daylight robbery, but the truth is far more interesting than most people realize. That expensive bottle of water isn't really about the water. It's about how airports work as businesses, how human behavior changes when our choices disappear, and why convenience has become one of the most valuable products in the modern world. Let's start with the obvious question. Why don't travelers simply buy water somewhere else? The answer is simple. Because after you pass through airport security, your options become incredibly limited. Walking out to find a cheaper store isn't practical. In many airports, leaving the secure area means going through security all over again. Most people aren't willing to risk missing their flight just to save a few dollars. That changes everything. Economists describe situations like this as a captive market. It doesn't mean customers are trapped forever. It means that for a period of time, they have very few practical alternatives. And when competition becomes limited, businesses gain more freedom in how they price their products. But if that's the whole story, every airport bottle should cost exactly the same. They don't. Some airports charge $4, others charge $7. Some airports even require certain stores to keep prices close to what you'd pay outside. So there has to be something else. And there is. Running a business inside an airport is nothing like running a shop on your local street. Every employee needs security clearance. Every delivery follows strict procedures. Products often take longer to reach the shelves because they must move through controlled areas. Retail spaces inside busy terminals are also incredibly expensive because thousands, sometimes millions of travelers pass by every year. Think about it. If you owned a small cafe, would you rather open beside a quiet neighborhood road or inside one of the busiest airports in America? That location has value, and valuable locations come with expensive rent. Now imagine you're the shop owner. You pay higher rent, higher operating costs, higher delivery costs, additional security requirements. Would you still sell that bottle for $1? Probably not. But here's where the story becomes even more interesting. Most people think airports make their money from airplanes. That isn't the complete picture. Airports earn money from airlines, but they also earn significant revenue from restaurants, cafes, retail stores, parking, advertising, and other commercial activities. In other words, airports aren't just transportation hubs, they're giant business ecosystems. Every traveler walking past a coffee shop, every person buying headphones after forgetting theirs, every family buying snacks before boarding, they're all part of the airport's business model. That's why airports are carefully designed to encourage people to spend time in shopping areas before reaching their gates. Notice what usually happens after security. You're guided into wide open spaces filled with restaurants, cafes, gift shops, bookstores, electronics stores, and duty-free stores. That's not an accident. The longer travelers stay in those areas, the more opportunities businesses have to make a sale. And here's something even more fascinating. Most people don't actually plan to buy airport water. They buy it because of timing. You've been rushing. You carried luggage. You stood in long security lines. Now you're finally sitting at your gate. Suddenly, you feel thirsty. At that exact moment, paying $6 feels easier than walking around searching for a cheaper option that probably doesn't exist. That's called the convenience premium. You're not paying more because the product is better. You're paying more because it solves an immediate problem with almost zero effort. The funny thing is, we do this everywhere. We pay extra for food delivered to our homes. We pay extra for taxis instead of walking. We pay extra for express shipping instead of waiting. Convenience has become one of the world's most profitable products. Airport water is simply one of the clearest examples. Does that mean every expensive airport bottle is fair? That's a different debate. And that's exactly what we're here to uncover. Because at Cabsanak, nothing is random.